One of the reasons that we really wanted to make the film is we feel there's a lot of portrayal of teenagers in the media at the moment. It's very negative. They're always wearing hoodies, they're always smoking crack, they're always stabbing people, and we really didn't want to make that kind of film. I've worked with teenagers all over the world, and I tend to find that in general they're very nice. So we wanted to make a film where we set it up. So the beginning is it's cut and scored like it's going to be an urban movie with a grinding hip hop track, and then it turns into this beautiful idyllic summer film, where they really are the heroes, and the teenagers have got something to say, they've got something to learn, but they also teach the other characters, to deal with the issues in their life. So it's really about trying to show teenagers in a different light and to make them heroes. I'm sick of them being villains. I think alienation really is a theme in the film, quite a strong theme. And I think it's quite easy in contemporary life to become alienated. We spend a lot of time dependent on our digital devices. We spend a lot of time staring at screens and not actually talking to people and talking to each other. And I think that's one of the key themes in the film, is that you have to engage. You've got to engage with the environment around you. You've got to engage with the people who are in front of you. And if you do that, and if you accept the changes in those people and those environments, then you can be happy. That's the overriding theme of the film. We spent a lot of time on photographing the landscape and trying to show it in its real glory. And that we did that for several reasons. One, I don't think that you often see Britain showed in that way. Often we see a lot of urban grit movies, a lot of the grime and dirt of the big cities, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think there's more to Britain than that. So we wanted to show the countryside and how majestic can be. In the way the Americans shoot Monument Valley or the Italians shoot Tuscany, we wanted to show Britain like that. But it's also more than that. The landscape's also a metaphor for the fact that the two lead characters they're in their first love, they're coming of age, so they're changing. They're going through one of the really profound changes that you go through in life, and as that's happening, the landscape around them is also changing. It's the turn of the season, it's summer turning into autumn, so the landscape's going from these lush greens turning gold and orange, and it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor what's happening to the characters. I'm going to share something with you exclusively now, that actually every one of the locations in the film is within 45 minutes of my house. So it was very important to me to show places that I've got an emotional attachment to, and all of those places that you see, they're used by young people in the way that you see the characters using them in the film. So the swimming pool at Skenfrith is where all the local kids swim in the river. The caves at Clearwell, they're always full of kids exploring them. These are real places where real young people go to learn about themselves and each other and have these amazing experiences, and that's what the film's about. Will, our cinematographer, did an amazing job. He's very quiet, very hard-working, and really got this artistic eye, which is invaluable, And whether he's shooting massive wide shots off the legs, or he's on a track, or he's doing handheld, he frames beautifully, So he's a real talent to have found, and he and I have a very good working relationship where we did a lot of preparation together, where a lot of us jumping around in rooms, acting out the scenes, finding the right angles, a lot of prep, and lots of shot listing, and so that meant by the time we got to the actual filming, and we didn't have a lot of time, because it's a low-budget independent film, so we had to get it done quickly. But it meant that we were ready, and we could really spend that time that we did have on set, or on location, as it was all on location. We could spend that time on location just really crafting it, and it's a beautiful place. Britain's a beautiful country, and we wanted to show that, and I think Will really pulled that off. The music in the film was a challenge, because I think if you're making a romance, the natural default position is that you have violins and you have cellos and you have all these big string movements, and that really tells the audience what to feel and when. And it's quite a contemplative film here and now. And so what we wanted to do was have music that allowed the audience the space to feel what they wanted to feel, take from the story what they wanted to take. So we chose something which was much more ambient and much more, it's electronic and ambient, and it's more in fitting for the young characters as well. So we spent a lot of time on it, and Johnny Pilcher, the composer, he did a great job. He's a musical wizard, Johnny Pilcher.